Hey guys, Cell here, welcome back to some more Fate Grand Order. It's been killing me for quite a while now about what happened to Holmes. I need to know. It's still the same day. It's been quite a few hours, but it finally ate away at me to the point where I need to know. What the hell happened to Holmes? Is he gonna live? I mean, he has to, right? Because if he doesn't, then, we're kind of screwed on the whole deduction front. Will we be able to figure it out? Probably. Will we, though? Probably not. Either way, Chloe, you go there. And then we need to bring Steno, out. I mean, Uriel out. And this is our entire lineup. Hopefully this should be enough to take Sigurd out. Hopefully. I caught up to the target. He's still somewhere inside the border. He appears to be headed for the cockpit. Holmes' noble phantasm is still active. There's our chance to take Sigurd down. Right. There's nobody here. No signs of a struggle either. What in the... Looks like the side hatch is open. They must be on the deck. You sure about this old man? If we give him that, we'll be... Stop that! Shut your mouth before he kills us all! We don't have any choice, trust me! Here, this is the paper moon you said you were looking for. Go on, take it. Normally we'd keep it hidden, but you're so strong that I decided to give it to you as a reward. I'm surprised. You humans are seldom so intelligent. Still, I didn't think you'd give it up so easily. I heard this thing was your lifeline. It may be a lifeline, but you are a threat to our actual lives. That thing certainly won't help fill our bellies. Now, come on. You got what you came for, didn't you? You don't have any further business with us, right? Right? Without the paper moon, we're just helpless drifters at this point. It's only a matter of time until we die on our own. There's no reason for you to sully your hands with the blood of insignificant specks like us, is there? So why not just be on your way then? You got a point. The sword wasn't meant for cutting up useless meat. Yes, I made it out alive again. I don't think so. Right, you need to give us back that compass right now, Sigurd. No, things are going so well. Have you gone mad? Picking a fight with the scary knife guy. Oh. The human and the hybrid, huh? Do you still not see how outclassed you are? I see. So you got a little boost from the heroic spirit who doesn't know when he's beaten. Fine. I suppose you're worth killing. You two obviously don't know when to quit either. Alright, it wouldn't hurt to put this body through its paces a little more anyway. Give me your best shot. I'll humor you and take this at least halfway seriously. You better believe we will. We're not backing down until you leave our ship one way or another. Heh, now you're telling me to leave, Alright then. Tell me your names. I hear that's what human heroes are supposed to do. I'm Ashkin and Idol. And I'm Cell. Got it. I'll probably forget them shortly. Fine with us. Come on, Master. Let's get our paper moon back from Sigurd. Conceit, overconfidence, arrogance, pride. You humans never change. You're just like the gods. Gods? Call us whatever you want. You may even be right. But be that as it may, neither Senpai nor I will back down. This time we've got Holmes cheering us on. Sigurd, if anyone's going to back down here, it will be you. Final battle 1 of 1. Oh boy. Hey, we got some buffs. Increase the critical hit damage and increases critical star drop rate. So essentially what you're telling me is that you want us to beat him with crits. I mean, I guess I can do that? Well, I mean, try? I'm probably gonna massively freaking fail. Either way, Squirtoria gets to go first and do her Noble Phantasm. So let's also buff up. Do this for Squirtoria. Do this for Ishtar. So that way she goes full damage mode. Do that for Squirtoria. And yeah, alright. Excalibur, Vivian. Let's do this, Sigurd. We will defeat you. Probably not now. We probably need to defeat you with one break bar. And then next time, during the final fight, we take you fully down. Or who knows, we could potentially have to take out both of your health bars right now. I mean, with that one chain, we got 25 crit stars. That's not entirely all that bad. Ishtar's damage was increased, and of course she has no freaking abilities. It's fine. Do that. I got the Kigoshi. Yeah, look at them crits. I love it. $99,000 damage, not bad at all. Squirtoria has a Noble Phantasm with the buff still up. So you know what that's gotta do, huh? Excalibur, Vivian. Gotta get her Noble Phantasm up again, right? Full buff still. Let's take out his break bar in the third turn. Alright, Sigurd. You lost your first break bar. What's gonna happen now? Squirtoria also has 6. No, Jesus. That health boost, damn. Well, we did it. Hey, Ishtar finally is spawned at level 7. Which means we get 3 Saint Quartz. Thank you so much, Ishtar. There's only 3 more bonds to go, though. Then you're maxed out. Kinda sucks. Here he comes. Ha! Using a command spell. Aren't you supposed to keep these under wraps? Ugh. Ha! There! I got him! Oh. That blow had all of our magical energy behind it, both mine and Senpai's, and thanks to Honda's help, I'm sure it was very powerful. It may not have been true about Itsu, but I'm certain you felt it anyway. Your spirit core should be damaged in several places now. Please leave Sigurd. My spirit core, huh? What about it? What about it? I can't see what he... Mosh! Senpai! My exoskeleton's drive is failing. I've only got a little magical energy left. No, not yet. I can't afford to fall yet. Senpai! Senpai! Run over to her! Let's go! Come on! Stop! Don't move. So what was that just now? Something only a hybrid could do. I was pretty surprised to hear you put all your magical energy into that attack. Never thought I'd see a hunter be so chatty before they were able to take down their quarry. We're not hunters! No, that's not right. You're not hunters or heroes. You're probably not warriors either. Senpai! Come on, move. What's next? Please. You poor, pathetic children. This is an act of mercy. Rejoice. I will behead you with the sword of your own beloved hero. Pitiful humans. Neither you nor the world have any future to look forward to. No, stop. Senpai, please. Use another command spell on me, Senpai. Don't bother. You'll be dead long before you get the chance to summon your magical energy. Farewell. Close eyes and use a command spell. Refuse to look away. His sword swung through the air, slicing even the wind. There was no blood. There was no spray from the neck, no gruesome sounds of meat being cleaved from bone. Sel's head remained attached to her shoulders. She was still alive. If the tip of Sigurd's demonic sword had come even a hair's breadth closer, Sel's life would have ended. But that didn't happen. Hey, his eyes are back to being blue! The red blade stopped dead in its tracks, right before reaching its mark. His sword stopped mid-swing. Master! And it's red. I guess this is what they call a hero's pride. You got a lucky child. Master! Please don't move. I'm afraid he's kicking me pretty badly. So please, just stay still for now. Senpai! Marsh! So I'm assuming that he's being controlled by that mask? That's what I'm assuming anyways. I could be completely wrong. Ooh, nice place. It's the crypto area? I'm back, Ophelia. That was fast. To retrieve the Paper Moon Void Reality Observation Device had at once belonged to the Atlas Institute as I instructed. You'd better not have broken it, did you? Don't ask me. I can't get used to these man-made toys for the life of me. You want your little golden treasure so badly. Take a look for yourself. Good, this is definitely the real thing. Why don't you hang on to it for me? Don't let anyone else have it, no matter what. After all, you're the strongest being in all of Scandinavia, with the exception of Her Majesty. I'm sure. So now that I've fulfilled my duties as servant, do I get some kind of reward? How about it, Master Ophelia from Solon? Well done, Saber, my most powerful knight. I've no other work for you for the time being. Feel free to rest up and relax for a while. How does that sound as a reward? That works. Oh, and may I say something? Sure. Which am I not staring at me with those red eyes? You're a funny one. You think you got room to talk when it comes to unusual eyes, Ophelia. Never mind about me. We have the Paper Moon right now. That's all that matters. Alder Terrain Void Transporter Shadow Border. And maybe the only one of its kind in existence, able to do the impossible, but without the Paper Moon serving as its eyes, it's useless. I commend Chaldea for destroying the Russian Lost Belt, but without the Shadow Border they can go no further. This is where their journey ends. Oh, hell no, it is not. Now, there is effectively no one left who will interfere with Lord Kirstadia. Now all that remains is... Hey, Scotty! I know that silhouette anywhere. I'm glad to see you in such high spirits, Ophelia. Are these high spirits born of true romance, or mere puppy love? Even after thousands of years of attempting to do so, I cannot grasp the concept of love, though I know you humans speak of it often. Tell me, what does it taste like? Is it sweet? Perhaps spicy, even fiery? Your Majesty, I never took you for one to smile upon getting a new toy. I see that even you have a soft side. Now, what of this Tree of Emptiness, I believe you called it? How is that faring? It's coming along well. Even now, it continues to grow larger in its garden, away from any who might observe or interfere. Since there is no opposing faction in Scandinavia Lost Belt, there should be nothing to interfere with its growth. Faction? I must confess I am unfamiliar with that word. I suppose we do hear the occasional lone wolf howl, but that is of no consequence, if anything. It helps to pass the time. Still, I suppose if they were to form a pack, that could be somewhat troublesome, don't you agree, Ophelia? Yes, I do. My world, my Scandinavia, is a land where peace reigns far and wide. There has never been conflict among its people, not once. The wild beasts do devour their prey, of course, but that is as far as it goes.
Pointless conflict is a foreign concept to a man and beast alike, as is resentment. The worst that has ever happened is a single wolf's howling, don't you think? I do. Under your rule, this world of Scandinavia has become one of the great embodiments of peace. The way you say it, Ophelia. It sounds as though there are other worlds that have achieved similar peace. How adorable. Surely you jest. This law spelled stability is of vital importance, Your Majesty. It is the key to growing our tree. All you need to do is continue rolling as you always have. You truly are a selfless young woman, aren't you, Ophelia Fabersolan? I suppose I should commend you for your diligence, but it takes more than that to be a queen. Do you understand me, Ophelia? If not, I suggest you learn. With all due respect, Your Majesty, I am no queen. Why did you take it? My land has no place for others. If you would protect and obey me as your queen, you would do well to remember that. I believe you called it a compass, I see. So the hospitality in my ice castle is not enough for you. Surely you haven't forgotten every bit of snow and ice blanketing this world is a part of me. As I preside over all that is pure white, nothing can elude me. I know and see all that takes place within my land. I can hear, too, the breath of all living creatures, their cries, their fluttering. I can hear the howl of the wind, the symphony of leaves overlapping, and of course the words of humans. That goes for the crew of the Shadow Border as well. As I speak, they are erecting a bounded field to keep the giants away. How touching, how pitiful. I see, they too are humans. They guard their lives closely, so that they may grow and survive. Saber, didn't I tell you that you were free to kill everyone there except Marsh?
I can't tell you humans apart.
Why you? Heh. How delightful. You certainly are a blunt dragon slayer. Nonetheless, Ophelia, it seems you still fail to understand my methods. Why kill them? With all due respect, Your Majesty, because the Chaldeans who live on in Shadow Border are our enemies. Our enemies,
If you want me to kill them all right now, I'll go take care of it.
Don't. I don't want you killing Marsh Kiriraito. Interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen that look on your face, Ophelia. You never so much spatted an eye when it came to that archer, but just now I could have sworn I saw a look of genuine concern on your face. Interesting. I take it this Kiriraito person means something to you as then, well, Ophelia Fabersolan. Forgive me, Your Majesty, I cannot answer that question. You truly are adorable, Ophelia. Very well, I shall forgive you this once. As for you, Knight, do not kill them, I forbid it. My snow and ice is an expression of my love, and not of death. I will not tolerate anyone staining it pure white with crimson. Is that clear? Love is a wonderful thing. If you ever come to know it yourselves, take care not to lose it. You must cradle it in your hands, and hold it close, hold it tight. If you are not careful, Lovelace, flames may throw everything out of balance. That's how it has been since the gods first came to be. Is that clear, Ophelia, Sir Knight? Yes, Your Majesty, I will not forget it.
Uh-huh.
Love, huh? No, I won't let what happened to Karak happen to me. I will not fail. I will do everything I can to help Lord Kishtaria. I will feed on the Athalas spell to make certain I live up to his hopes for me.
Sure you will.
Feed. You always get that look on your face whenever you speak of the trio, Ophelia. Do you not like it here? Do you feel as though you don't belong? What, Lind? No, I don't think that. My mother was Scandinavian, albeit in pop human history. This is my homeland of a sort. I would never hate it here, quite the opposite. I feel as though some part deep inside of me is more at peace than it's been in a long time. Even the air tastes better here. I love this place. The Queen does keep surprising me with how generous she can be, but I don't mind it either. You love it, you say? Yes, I do. I was so glad when I found myself here after my coffin was opened. I really mean that. Which is why I'm proud it's my job as a cryptid to tend to the tree. It's a crucial life form, it's a necessary one. Necessary for this custodian man, you mean? For this last belt, didn't I already tell you 3 about it? Yes, you did. I've logged your current statement to my memory. I'll go ahead and link them to our shared memories now. I received a question from Hilda. She wants to know why you always have that bitter look when you talk about the tree if you don't dislike it here. Bitter? Well, because it makes me keenly aware of how powerless I really am. Even if the tree does grow to maturity, the most I can do to hope is to keep it that way. It's very unlikely this world will change unless I use my serious light doll. You want what changes planned, Ophelia? Sometimes you don't. We can analyze, but we can't make judgment calls. All we can do is follow the orders we're programmed with. Did you forget, Cryptor? We aren't human. We only exist to carry out our master's orders. Yes, I remember. There again. Huh. I'm sorry, you had the same look on your faces when you discussed the tree. So I responded the same way, third word. Now that our statements have synced up. I see. Then I'm afraid that even between the 3 of you, your analysis must still be incomplete.
No, it's not. So that's interesting. I wasn't expecting to actually run to... Nani? There's 7 quests here? Holy crap! Okay, so if I want to make any headway in this, I gotta do 3 quests. Okay. Order creation beginning. All present and accounted for. Then let's get this briefing underway. Technical advisor.
You got it, okay. Let's start with a review of our current situation. First of all, it's been about 20 hours since yesterday's attack. Thanks to all your valiant efforts, we were able to avoid the worst case scenario. But I'm afraid we're still not doing well, all told. When Sigurd, whom we believe to be a last built servant, broke into the Shadow Porter's cockpit yesterday, he made off with our void reality observation device to Paper Moon.
That's right, of all the things for him to take. Hey, he didn't exactly steal from a city. You gift-wrapped the damn thing for him. Why the hell would you do something like that? Even Sigurd found it weird. You think I was giving him a present, you fool? I'll have you know that was me planning ahead. He didn't look at all like the gentle sort, so I wrapped Paper Moon carefully to ensure that he wouldn't break or damage it. Wait, you did, really?
Alright, you can argue all you want later. Between the emergency exit and attempted emergency dive, and Sigurd's attack, the damage to the Shadow Porter is extensive. Frankly, it's a miracle that none of us died. Although,
I haven't seen Holmes since all this. How's Holmes doing?
I'm worried too. I haven't spoken to him since that battle, is he? It's not good. If he pushes himself even a little, he'll die. He has to stay completely still while he recuperates. He didn't just lose an army, though. He also got inscribed with the Primordial Rune of Death. Primordial Rune? The Lost Norse runes are one of the Foundation Magecraft. Mages have partially reproduced them, but they pale in comparison to the original ones from the Age of Gods. Still, that doesn't mean that they're not handy. They can be enchanted very quickly, which makes them very useful in a lot of situations. For example, use a whole bunch of them for Zel's mystic codes like Gondor. At any rate, the primordial runes are powerful stuff. According to Norse myth, Odin made most of the world out of Ymir with the exception of the runes. No, the runes were a different matter. Odin discovered them after offering up his own life. Their shapes contain the depths of the world itself. I guess you could call them the pathways to truth that Odin discovered. If you inscribe the rune for death, then there's no escaping it no matter what. If you have flesh and blood, that is. Flesh and blood. Then since Holmes into her spirit, does that mean he can be cured? Fo. You got it. I go and stop for you, Mars. I have no idea what you're saying, Fo. If you want to lavish me with praise for my genius in putting together a recovery pod for the bodies on such short notice, you just go right ahead. You deserve some thanks to yourself. I'm sorry you had to try to heal him with your Mr. Code so many times. But it was thanks to you that Holmes didn't disappear before I could finish the recovery pod. Hey, that's what they're there for. It's fine, don't worry about it. Well, thanks again. I'm sure he'll want to thank you too once he's back on his feet. That said, for the time being, Holmes will essentially be comatose. I know you're anxious, Gordy, but...
That's Mr. Gordo to you, technical advisor. Need to remind you that we are still in a briefing. And on that note, let's get down to brass tacks. Much candidate or sell, I decided on a mission for you. I trust you already know what it is, but I'll explain anyway. We have lost both the Paper Moon and one of our heroic spirits. Well, temporarily, in the latter case at least. The situation may be dire, but it's not going to improve by sitting around twiddling our thumbs, which means...
The goal of this mission is to turn things around and keep moving forward.
She stole it again.
Oh, sorry, I stole your thunder, didn't I? Tee-hee. What? I can giggle if I want. Alright, moving on. This mission has 3 main objectives: recovering the Paper Moon, cutting down the Tree of Emptiness, and finding a path to the North Sea. I understand why we need to get the Paper Moon back, since we can't continue our journey without it. But why is cutting down the Tree of Emptiness part of the mission too? An excellent question. As you'll recall, Sega didn't come here to kill us. He came to steal the Paper Moon. Why would he do that if he belonged to this lost belt? Simply put, he wouldn't. Never in a million years. The only ones who would consider the Paper Moon a threat are the Cryptos, especially now that they've lost Russia. In which case, it makes sense to assume that he is one of the Crypto servants. Oh, so this lost belt Crypto already knows we're here, which means...
Right, there's no avoiding a fight. If we're going to have to do that, we might as well take down the Tree of Emptiness while we're at it, yeah. Correct. Once a Crypto realizes the Tree of Emptiness is in danger, we can be certain they will have some sort of response. And when they do, that will be the perfect chance for us to take the Paper Moon back. Maybe I'm being a little bit overly optimistic here, but I'd say this plan is absolutely foolproof.
Fo. Anyway, there's a ton of work to do before we get to that first. Order of business, we need to conduct a thorough investigation of this lost belt. And since we have to stay here and repair the border, I'm afraid that will fall to the 2 of you again. You okay with that?
Just leave it to us.
Still, I'm a little worried about leaving the border with Holmes in such a critical condition.
What about the Giants? What if we get attacked again?
Not to worry, I've already got just a thing in mind for handling them.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad you're as skilled as you are cute.
Flatterer, you don't stop now. It's about time somebody recognized just how useful I am. Anyway, let's start by going over a few things. We need to make sure we're all on the same page for this lost belt after all.
Alright.
First things first, the Norse mythology we know from proper human history. Scandinavia used to be home to all sorts of gods, giants, and other mystics, just like the ancient gods in other areas. But then in 1000 BC, about 3,000 years ago, Mount Katla erupted and Ragnarok began. It brought an end to that entire reality. Essentially, Scandinavia's own age of gods. The gods, giants, and even the phantasmals in the region, along with all their myths and legends, were completely wiped out.
At least that's the conventional wisdom in the mage community.
Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods, that was the conflict that brought an end to the gods in Norse mythology, right?
That's right. Loki's mischief eventually begat all sorts of disasters, culminating with Muspel, fire giants invading from Muspelheim, the land of flame. In fact, what most believe to have been an enormous eruption from Mount Katla was actually the fire giant's invasion. It said that during Ragnarok, Odin was eaten by Fenrir, the great wolf of ruin, and that many gods died in a fearsome clash with the giants. Before Surtur, the fiery king of giants and ruler of Muspelheim, led waves to all the land with his flaming sword.
Yep, and once the gods and giants advanced with Scandinavia, that was when the age of humanity began. That was when most of the mystic got lost and civilization rapidly advanced. Fo. Basically, yep. The idea that reality texture covering the world disappeared along with Scandinavia's Age of Gods was more of a presumption courtesy of mages from proper human history. That does differ a bit from regular historical records, though. The oldest known record we have of Mount Cutler erupting goes back to AD 93. 930. There just aren't any records of what happened all the way back in 1000 BC.
That tracks it if the entire texture was wiped out. Again, conventional wisdom says that we only have bits and pieces left over now because of this entire texture disappearing. You really do love your conventional wisdom, don't you, Director? Well, what's wrong with that? Many notable authorities support that theory. I'm told it's all about common knowledge in the Clock Tower's archaeology department in the Melarostea faction, to be precise.
Fo. When you get right down to it, there's still a lot we don't know. In proper human history, we never did get the full picture of the Scandinavian Age of Gods, so all we have are a lot of vague guesses patched together from whatever small remnants we could find. Well, but hey, that's pretty much the case everywhere.
However, that's absolutely not the case for this present Scandinavia, not by a damn sight. I'm guessing that here in this Scandinavian Lost Belt, the Age of Gods never ended. We have to run into giants. Does that mean there are gods here too?
That would seem to follow. Maybe, maybe not. If we are still in the Age of Gods here, then there may be be gods kicking around too, but at this point we really can't say for sure. One of the big questions we need to answer is, when did this Lost Belt diverge from proper human history? The other is, given the giants we've run into, we can be certain that it's still from before the AD era, and at the Age of Gods level mystics still exist. We don't know yet why that is. So those are the two big questions, when and why. We should feel a lot better once we have the answers. So we want to know the time period this Lost Belt diverged from proper human history, and why it happened in the first place. Right, you are Mars. At this point, I think it could have diverged around 3,000 years ago, around the time of Ragnarok and proper human history, Scandinavian Age of Gods. But as to why that happened, your guess is as good as mine. Why does this Lost Belt look like this? What are those flames you saw in the northern mountains? And based on what we've been able to observe from the border, why does it look like there aren't any towns or cities, like there were in proper human history? Are there even any other humans here? If so, did they change into something else like the Yaga? We really do have a lot of unanswered questions.
That's right. We still know practically nothing. The best we have right now is an estimation that the Age of Gods never ended here. If only a divine being would have the courtesy to show up and tell us what's going on. Stupid Lost Belt. I don't know. I can't think of many gods that go in for the whole exposition thing.
Bravo! Hey, at least you got the adorable and notable Da Vinci on your side. Let's see. Speaking of the situation here, right, I've still got to tell you about the Scandinavian Tree of Emptiness. But we weren't able to see it. I imagine not, particularly since the border couldn't see it with its senses either. So we should assume that this Lost Belt's Tree of Emptiness is being concealed somehow.
Which why your mission objective include finding it. Good luck. We're counting on you. And once we find it, we have to cut it down. Roger that. Good. That's what I like to hear. It truly raises my hopes for your performance.
Bravo! Let's see, alright, and one more thing. I really hate to say this, but it's not possible to summon servants outside a battle here. Foe!
Because the border doesn't have enough power, because there aren't any ley lines nearby or something.
And the border is running way low on power thanks to all the damage, but the biggest issue is the fact that we couldn't detect any ley lines. I bet it's because of all the magical energy intertwined with the ice and snow at a molecular. I'm afraid it's also going to interfere with the long-range comms. Alternatively, the ice and snow's magical energy could be completely controlling both this lost belt's mana and history. So that would mean, if someone were to manipulate the ice and snow via magecraft then, it'd mean they're incredibly powerful. If we want to keep hypothesizing and guess that it's someone like that exists, they're also this lost belt's king. Or queen. Of course, it's possible that this is just what this lost belt is like, but let's at least keep that possibility in mind. If I may. In short, our situation is highly precarious. We have no choice but to send a mere two-person team to explore it further, despite the fact that we currently have no means of defending ourselves. I hope you can appreciate how difficult a decision that was to reach. Pretty sure you already said as much earlier. All clear here. Ah, good. Very well then, as the expedition team, you will leave first thing tomorrow morning at 0900. While we're on the subject, let's talk about your current destination too. Though we don't know where Sigurd went after stealing the Paper Moon, we did detect a group of life forms approximately 150 kilometers northwest from the border's current location. I'm hoping it's a village, even though there wasn't one there on the map on 2019 map. I'm hoping it's a village, even though there wasn't one there on the 2019 map. Anyway, I think that'd be a good place to start getting around. I'll make sure to prepare some translation talismans before you leave, of course. Start asking, not getting. Whoopsie. I wish I could do more to help you too. Under normal circumstances, I'd be right there with you in the border. But this is the best that we can do right now. I'm sorry. The shuttle border still needs a lot of repair work to get it mobile again, and of course your ceiling is currently out of question. Still, at least you won't have to worry about the Ortonax. I spent the last 20 hours going over the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb. You shouldn't have to worry about it acting up after getting hit with the demonic sword anymore. Thank you, Da Vinci. The next time I see him. Yep, you give him what for. Don't hold back on Siegfried's account. Yes, you're right. Though I don't think we need to bring Siegfried into this.
It sucks that we can't count on our comms. Wish we at least had one more fighter we could send with you.
Yeah, having another heroic spirit around right now would be real welcome, especially one who could watch over the border for me. Oh no, you don't. Don't you even think about wasting our last bit of power on a summoning test. If you've got time to whine about things we haven't got, then get out there and find them. That's a smart way to go about this. Yeah, you got a point. Alright, Marcel. We're going to have to count on two of you to find some help and maybe even bolster our fighting forces into the bargain. Maybe there are other heroic spirits from problem history here, like there were in Russia. Exactly, with any luck, there'll be heroic spirits to land itself summoned here, like Beowulf and Billy. Alright, let's go over everything one last time. For this mission, you two have three primary objectives. First, take back the Paper Moon. Second, cut down the Tree of Emptiness. And third, find a path to the North Sea, of course. Those last two are more for extra credit, but the first one is absolutely crucial. So let's get started with that information gathering and hopefully recruiting some fighters.
We won't let this mission fail.
Wait, Senpai. Foe.
Very well then, beginning tomorrow morning at 0900. Now, if there are no further questions, this briefing is concluded. Look at that. He was so scared of Sigurd that he ended up just handing him the Paper Moon. But now, he's actually giving us proper orders, instead of just orders that would keep him alive. He's learning. It's taken him way too long, but he's learning. Alright, Lord of Creation beginning. Let's do this and then we will end the episode off.
It doesn't look like there will be any blizzard. Looks like today's forecast for the southern Sweden region of this lost belt is clear skies. I'm all set, Senpai.
I'm just hoping to run into any storms like last time. I'm glad it's still sunny out.
I doubt we'll see as many storms as big as the ones in Russia, but this lost belt certainly is extraordinary. We'll need to pay close attention in general, not just to the weather as we go, especially since we can't count on much in the way of backup this time. I know, I really wish there was another heroic spirit who could take over for me here, but since there isn't, we'll just have to make do.
Technical advisor, how long are you planning to spend saying your goodbyes? Get back in here already. I need to have in mind you're the only operational heroic spirit we've got right now. And every second you spend away is another second the rest of us are defenseless.
Aw, what's the matter, Director? Missed them already? Something you want to say to them before they go?
No, I mean yes. With the paper moon stolen, our position is extremely precarious. Add to that the fact that we have no mobility on land. And we're as good as dead if an enemy happens to find us. Therefore, it is imperative you two complete your mission and return as quickly as possible. Whatever you do, make sure you don't just rush in and get yourselves hurt, or worse. We absolutely can't afford to lose any more of our human or servant resources. Really, we can't afford to lose anything else. Given the state of things, anyway, your first order of business is getting the paper moon back. The second is returning here safely. Now get on with it.
Flawless Blaster. I know Director really does wear his heart on his sleeve. I'm pretty sure that was his way of showing he's worried about you too. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, right? Yes, it is.
We'll have to make sure we come back safely so we don't have to worry him. I'm starting to get a better sense of him.
Right, Senpai. We only made him worry a lot during Sigurd's attack. Oh, you should have heard him. Have the Demi-Summit girl's injuries healed yet? Well, those two be okay if they run into demonic sword wielder again. Not that he's gonna lift a finger himself, given how he has been even more timid than usual ever since Holmes got taken out. I must admit, I am a little worried about the border, with you being the only one who can defend it now. Hey, I know I'm not much of a fighter, but you don't need to worry. I'm pretty sure Sigurd isn't gonna bother the border anymore. Plus, I've already gonna put an extra sturdy bounded field around it anyway. It's not just sturdy. I mean, sure none of the indigenous life would be able to even tell it's there, especially the giants. I don't think I've worked this hard on a bounded field since I was putting the finishing touches on the Mona Lisa. I had no idea Da Vinci used to put bounded fields around her paintings before she was even alive.
Even? What was alive?
Alright then, we'll be here waiting for you to come back with good news. You two be extra careful out there. We still don't know much about this place after all. Not to mention that, well, the fact that we won't be able to communicate is going to be a serious issue. I wish I could have done something about that, but we're past that now. The ice and snow here infuse magical energy, but get in the way no matter what, so we won't be able to talk to each other once you're more than a few kilometers out. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up. I've still got a few ideas I'll try when I get the chance.
You've had a lot on your plate between healing Holmes and faking the border. Just make sure you don't push yourself too hard, okay?
With the border immobilized, we effectively won't be able to share what we each learn until you make it back to this Norrköping area. This will be the first time you two are entirely on your own. Make sure you're especially careful. Don't go out of your way to see if any cute girls are asking for help unless they're at least as cute as me, okay?
I can't make any promises.
We won't, and please, you take good care of yourself too, Da Vinci. Oh, you guys are too damn nice for so young. Then again, I guess I'm younger than you are now, aren't I? Okay, I'll be careful too, and oh, and one more thing. Phone? Phone? Q. Whoa. Where'd you sneak out here? Were you hiding in my shield again, weren't you? Phone. Okay, looks like Phone's coming along with us too.
The more the merrier. I feel safer already.
Yes, going from 2 to 3 means 50% more resources. Thanks for coming along, Foe. Foe. So UFO is trying to help make up for a lack of our personnel now. Well, he has great instincts at least. Is not way too little for a ball you. Foe! Yes, Foe is more capable in his own right. Having him along will be a big help. I think we'll be able to effectively fight as a group of 3 now. Foe. Yes, I mean that. Foe. You want to sit on my shoulder, not Senpai's? Looks like he really likes you, Marsh. Okay, this 2-person team is now officially a 3-person team. And on that note, it's finally time to show off my latest invention. This little beauty is something I came up with while I was trying to figure out a way to stay in touch. Sadly, they won't help us communicate, but they will help you get around this lost belt a lot easier, I give you. Hey, jet skis. Throw it an accelerators, board attachments. What the? I'll need some kind of additional equipment for my exoskeleton. When did you even have time to make these? Those are skis if I ever saw any. Foe? Never underestimate a genius. That's right, these are basically super awesome skis. Thanks to their magical energy thrusters, you'll be zipping around like nobody's business. Not even Atlantis, the guardian patron saint of skiers, has got anything on these babies. Don't worry, they come with wards and shower sensors, designed to help you keep your balance. I've got a set for you too, Cell. With these, you 3 should be able to make your way around the Scandinavian snow plains in the blink of an eye.
Now we won't have to ride any weird local animals. That's awesome. You're the best, Da Vinci.
That's right, you should damn well be impressed. Oh, be aware that if you want to go really fast, you should fold yours up and just hang on tight to Marsh. Thank you, Da Vinci. I appreciate this a lot, but this isn't taking care of yourself. Hey, if you're going to stay up all night working, best do it when you're young. Besides, I asked way too much of you the day before yesterday. It's the least I can do to make up for that. I'm sure Holmes would say the same. But then again, given what our great detective is like, maybe not. I know it's my fault you two keep having to shoulder so much responsibility. So at the risk of sounding like a broken record, be careful out there. I filled the storage space in Marsh's shield with camping gear, water, and a few days worth of food, so make sure you rest up when you need to. Remember, it's gonna be just the 2 of you and Foe, so you need to be extra careful. Right. See you later, Da Vinci. Bye, have a good trip.
Oh boy. So we've got skis and we're gonna be traveling around the premises on, huh? You know what? It's been about almost 50 minutes, right? So I technically can do one more. We're gonna be fighting a berserker and an assassin, then I'll end the episode off. Alright, so Waver. Gotta swap my team up again. Alright, let's go.
Snow, ice, and fire. So this is the Scandinavian lost belt. Look at it again, it's all very
strange, beautiful.
Yes, that's true. It's definitely a beautiful landscape. Ice and snow need extreme cold, but fire is one of the hottest things in the world, yet somehow here they are coexisting. I've never seen anything like it before. But at the same time, it's kind of bizarre. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can burn, but there's the fire floating above the mountains. The scenery may be beautiful, but it's also incomprehensibly mystic. Foe. The Olander sports are great at getting around, as they can even go up inclines, but when you move at high speeds, you really won't be able to take stock of your surroundings as much. Now that we're taking a break to look around, there are several things I've noticed. For example, the amount of fallen snow. I've read that Scandinavia actually isn't all that snowy except for Norway. But here in this lost belt, the mountains are frozen over, even the trees are. No, wait, Not trees, just ice shaped like conifers. Does this mean that there aren't any plants here? It does look like there's only fire, ice, and snow here. It certainly seems that way, at least at this point. Maybe this means there's a different force at work here. Something very different from what caused Russia's Ice Age. I remember hearing these lines about alternate hypothetical versions of history. What must this world's history have been like for it to have this sort of scenery?
Scotty.
Ah. Falcon. Look, senpai birds. That must mean that this last spell has other normal animals, and not just again giants and demonic beasts.
I'm kind of relieved to see that.
Right, the fact that birds can survive in this world is a good sign. Foe, is there something about those birds that bothers you?
Are they enemies?
Foe. Anyway, we should get back to our journey. Foe, you stay inside my shield while we use the layer of sports, okay? We don't want the wind blowing you away while we're on the move, after all. Foe. But first, here's a map where we would be in proper human history. There's definitely some margin of error since there aren't any GPS satellites to sync it up with, but it should still help. There we go, we're currently on the Scandinavian peninsula, right on top of what used to be Lake Vattern in southern Sweden.
Hang on, want a lake?
Yes, that's right, at least we would be in proper human history. Lake Vattern is an enormous lake believed to have taken shape from Earth's most recent ice age. It's said to be almost 2,000 square kilometers.
Well, someone, typoed that.
But in this last belt, we're obviously sitting on a mountain range covered in snow. Foe. It's not just snow, ice, snow, and fire. This last belt differs from proper human history in a lot of significant ways. I thought I'd learned that in Russia, but after seeing all this, I feel like I'm learning it all over again. Foe. Q. Foe. Q. Well, what is it, Foe? Did I do something too? I'm so sorry, I should have known sooner. There are large magical energy signals nearby. They look to be giants.
Oh boy.
But why now? We didn't run into a single one on the way here. Maybe they only approach you if you stay in one place for a long time. No, never mind. I'll worry about that later. Right now, we need to take care of the immediate threat.
Make sure your newly tuned up Vortinox is ready to go.
Understood. Ready to begin battle. What's the giants in range?
Battle 1 of 2. East Urfur. A and B in Jotun. I've always kept saying Jotun. I believe it's Jotun. So defense is up. Do that, and that. Alright. So the Wyvern, then 2 Scotties. I do however, hope that we actually manage. You actually got a crit with that, dang it. I'm hoping that we can get some more rings, so that way eventually we can actually get Scotty to, you know, get her final ascension, then we can get her to level 90, then she'll do even more damage. That's what I'm waiting for the most, to actually see how much she can do at level 90. I'd especially love to get her skills up, but I don't think I'm going to have enough materials to actually do that, which is going to suck. But hey, thanks to our defenses, the enemy doesn't seem to be able to do much against Scotty. I'll also do that. Increase Okita's damage. Actually, just do that as well, because this lasts 3 turns. Now, we should be fine. Take out Jotun, please. Then we can go on to the final part of the battle to see what exactly we're going to be fighting next. Alright, how big is the enemy? That's actually not that bad. Alright, so defense is down. Hey, we got 100% damage crit. Alright. So do that.
Zekken, Mukyu Sandan.
And hopefully this ends up taking him out. And if so, then this is definitely going to be the end of the episode. So I don't want it to go on too long. Albeit then that means that the next episode is literally going to be the rest of this and possibly one of the next. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more episodes to this Lost Belt than there were to the last one. Just saying that right now. Well, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next one when we'll finish off Lord of Creation. And potentially do 1 or 2 if we have the time of Section 4. And so on and so forth, all the way up to, I believe, Section 26 or 27. We have a long way to go, so I'm going to give or take, say that we have possibly 14 more episodes left of Lost Belt 2. Yeah, it's going to be a while. And next up, we're going to be doing, obviously, as I said, Scotty's Trial Quest. If that's long enough, it's their own episode. And potentially Memorial Quest. So yeah, till then, see you guys later.